Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have another episode of Chem Strike Saturday, which of course is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in Chem Strikes, and I do my best to talk about and break them down, show them off. And of course, at the end of the video, you will find a link to the person that sent me in the Chem Strike, as well as a link to their channel in the video description. Now, this is a nice gameplay. So we got a Golden Ripper Chem Strike here on the map Freefall. It's a very fast one, very action-packed, very good stuff. It was sent in by a guy named Leviathan, who has been on some episodes of Chem Strike Saturday in the past. He was actually one of the superstars, I'm going to say, of Chem Strike Saturday when this series kind of first spawned, probably 6 months ago or so. Chem Strike Saturday's been happening for a long time. He's been on probably 3 or 4 different episodes, but he hasn't been on for a very long time. He's kind of went on like a mini hiatus and just wasn't really submitting gameplay. Well, he's back with a vengeance here, and this gameplay is ridiculous. Ridiculously crazy final score. Tons upon tons of kills, as well as a very fast Chem Strike here in the middle for you guys to check out and enjoy. So we're playing on the map Freefall. He's running around with the Golden Ripper, like I said, which the Ripper is just a fantastic overall weapon that I think everyone can agree is pretty awesome. I actually did a poll not too long ago questioning you guys, because finally the Ripper was out. It was out for the 360. It finally came out for the PS3, and it was out for everybody. I wanted to gauge your guys' opinions on it, because the Ripper's this new gun. It's kind of taking the Call of Duty Ghost scene by storm, whereas so many people are using this gun. So many people like it. Some people actually hate it. I wanted to ask you guys via a poll, like, what do you guys think about it? Do you guys think the weapon itself is overpowered? Do you guys think the weapon itself is balanced? Or what do you guys think, like, what's the consensus on the Ripper? And overwhelmingly, you guys said this gun's balanced. It doesn't need nerfed. It's not overpowered. It's not underpowered. It's just a very good gun. And I'd have to agree. I would really have to agree. I feel as though the Ripper itself is a very nice gun. And like I said in previous videos, that's one of the things you really have to try and stay away from if you're going to be adding DLC that gives people primary weapons. Because if you give people that buy the DLC a weapon that's ridiculously good, then you're entering pay-to-win territory, and pay-to-win is not exactly a good thing. I don't think anybody wants any game to be pay-to-win, but before I can even really start talking about it, there's the Chem Strike. It is already over. How fast of a Chem Strike was that, ladies and gentlemen? Just fantastic stuff. Leviathan, that was... I don't understand how people get Chem Strikes that quickly. I don't understand how they get them that quickly. I don't understand how they do that well. Like, I can't even find that many people in the time span that some people get these Chem Strikes, and yet they're doing it, and they're outgunning everybody. It's just fantastic overall stuff, and his kill streak ends up stopping right there. And as per the usual here on Chem Strike Saturday, we're going to go ahead and skip forward to the end of the gameplay so we can see where the Chem Strike is called in, and exactly how many kills our guy Leviathan got for the gameplay. And spoiler, it's a whole lot of kills, but I guess you guys can go ahead and see that already because the score is always up there in the top right of the gameplay. Which one of the things Call of Duty Ghost did that I really did not like is they always have your score on the top right hand side of the screen. And you know, if you're having a good game, it's like, oh, well, look at that, I'm having a good game. And you already knew you were having a good game, so you don't really need to see the exact score. And if you're having a bad game, it's like a constant reminder that you're having a bad game, and it just kind of leads to more and more frustration. I really don't like the score being up there in the top right. Like, I wish there was a way to disable it. And another disadvantage having the score up there, I believe, is snipers. Like, you watch your favorite snipers play, it kind of, you can't really suspend your disbelief, because when you see a sniper and you see, oh wow, that was an amazing clip, he's such a good player, and then while he's hitting that quad feed, you see up there in the top right that he's 35 and 40. You're like, oh, well, he just runs around and, you know, snipes everybody until he eventually gets a clip. And that's what it kind of really exposes snipers and shows, like, you know, how those clips are actually gotten. I don't know, I think it's a bad thing overall for everybody to have the score up there in the top right. Hopefully future Call of Duty games don't have that going forward, but the gameplay is over. Final score of 95 and 13, which is an absurd score. 95 kills, nearly 100. It's even better if you consider the fact that our guy Leviathan here was actually running around with support streaks that game rather than assault kill streaks. If you go back and look, he was using SATCOM and ammo crate and ballistic vest. He was not using any lethal kill streaks throughout the entirety of that gameplay, yet still manages to pull off 95 kills. Fantastic overall gameplay. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And if you guys like to send in your guys' Chem Strikes for next week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday, everything you guys need to see is on your screen right now. No commentary, no color correction. Render the video at a great quality, upload to YouTube as unlisted, and link me via personal message here on YouTube. Those are the rules. Don't break the rules. You're not going to be on in next week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday. You won't even be submitted. When people link me videos of them where like, oh, check out my Chem Strike, and I clearly see that it's got commentary, it's got color correction, I'm getting to the point where when people start doing that, I might just block them, because you're intentionally not following the rules. Follow the rules, you're wasting everybody's time. So go ahead and do that. Hope you guys will enjoy this week's episode of KEM Strike Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Levithan, like I said at the beginning of the video, Levithan was kind of like a mini superstar on the series when the series first kicked off. That he hasn't really been on the show for a while. He just hasn't been making a lot of gameplay, but he definitely came back with a vengeance for this particular gameplay. If you head on over to his channel at youtube.com/KashanZilla, you're going to find a bunch of Call of Duty Ghost gameplay. He's got a bunch of KEM Strikes and class setups. He's got tips and tricks and extinction and everything else. So if you guys like to go ahead and check him out, it's youtube.com/KashanZilla, and there's a link in the description. You guys can just click that, take your head right over to his channel, and check him out if you haven't already. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of KEM Strike Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.